In this video we will show how to repair bulge damage on a plastic bumper. Here are some examples of damage. Let's get started on a repair. This is how bulges occur: a hit from another car, or collision with an object. Today's bumpers are designed to break in certain areas, such as the sides, to dissipate impact energy, so these should always be inspected when assessing bulge damage. If we look closely, we see the bumper looks cracked, and out of shape, but the crack on this damage is not all the way through. This means we don't have to weld it from both sides. To reshape, the thermoplastic bumper needs to be heated. On very large damage, a heated paint booth can be used for this. Always heat from the backside, as this will be gentler to the paint and the outside of the bumper. Use the bumper dent wheel to roll down the crown. On larger damage, using a larger bumper dent wheel will speed this process up. The sanding process is a little more complicated than with other bumper repairs. Because the crack does not go all the way through, we only have to sand the outside. First, sand down the area with the 2-speed sander. After sanding, there are two options. One is to scrape the crack with a scraper, V-grooving the damage to ensure a good, deep weld. The other is to mill the crack, also done to ensure the weld goes deep into the plastic. Finally, the damage is sanded one more time with the 2-speed sander, but this time on the low setting. This is to make sure no oil has been extracted from the plastic to the surface by the continued build-up of heat. The crack in the bulge is welded as with any other crack, from one end to the other. Be sure to start 10 mm outside of the damage. Again, because this crack is not all the way through, it is sufficient to weld only from the outside. The final sanding starts with the 2-speed sander, removing the cooled excess welding material that's too high. Be sure when sanding to have the sander rotate off the strip, so you are not ripping up the weld, and the surface becomes smooth more quickly. Once the repair is sanded down, it's ready for control sanding with the block. Remember to sand crisscross with the block. Finally, feather edge with the DA. If you want more information, go to our webpage, vtaginnovation.com.